Hey everybody, welcome back to another Malts and Meeples video. I'm Petter, and today we're going to be playing Turing Machine on BGA. Turing Machine, I might adjust actually where I'm at. Yeah, I'm going to adjust where I'm at. Come with me. Whee! Across the screen I go. Is a puzzle game. Take me to it. Go to game. Where you are trying to figure out a 3-digit code. Now, right here I have it set on the easiest setting, which means you have to go quick if you're going to be figuring it out. So we have here four different things to check on, and we can do it in few different ways. So I'm going to start here. This is going to be my first number that I go for. The reason for doing that, now you can see there's an opening, a single opening that is created when you go to 5-3. You click on one of these, for example here, it tells me that yellow is greater than purple. So if yellow is greater than purple, I can eliminate some numerical options here. And then I want to check this one. Alright, so now I know that there are more evens than odds. So I do have the ability to do this, and let's check this. Yellow is not the biggest, and we know purple is smaller, so that means blue has to be our largest number here. So we need 2 even numbers and 1 odd number. If I don't need another round, if I think I know what this answer is going to be, I can click yes, I want to submit my answer. However, I'm not quite sure on that because I need a test over here. I need to figure out, and I suspect that the solution is going to be 432. If this is a 3, it is not. So, because it's not, I know that's the case. I unfortunately don't know either of these. I maybe should have gone lower. It could be a 4-2-1. Actually, I think it has to be. So, then I want to submit my answer here. 4-2-1, and it's going to tell me if I got it right. We'll see. It's incorrect. 5-4-2. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. It was a coin flip between those 2 different ones there. However, I'm going to hit play again here. And I'm going to take it off of easy, just to standard, and play solo again. And I'm going to do this a few times. I will win some of these games eventually, I'm sure. So now you can see we have some different combinations here. So let's see. Let's do that. 5-4-3. Check there. It's not bigger. So I actually want to check this one now. We do have at least a double number. Now, which one is going to give me more information here? That's the question that you have to ask yourself. Is total being odd or even? Actually, that is pretty That's not super useful yet. So let's do this. So now we know that, well, blue is not greater than 3. Blue is greater than yellow. That means those are two fairly low numbers. So let's go for another round here. And we know that they're not equal. So that means at most we have we know we have a double number. If we have a double number, then let's do 3, 2, 3. Confirm. Check that one. It is not a 3, so that means it's 2 or 1. And I don't use this as much as I should over here. So if that's 2 or 1, has to be 2. Has to be 2 because we know it's bigger. So we know it's 2, 1. And now the question is this total, because we know we have a pair, is this total even or odd? So click there. This one is even. They're telling me it's not even. So 2, 1, 2 gives me an odd number. That hopefully, unless I miss something horribly again, and it's possible, is the answer. It is correct. Now, the machine found it in 2 rounds and 5 questions. It has a sort of system that it uses. Here I said I also found it in the same amount of time, so I get the win. As long as I'm at the same amount of time or faster. Let's move it up to 5 verifiers. This is what I normally play on. And I really love this game just for the wonderful puzzle it offers. I do have a game of Lost Cities. I could do a move on here, but I want to do at least a couple more plays of this. No pairs or a pair. Which one's smallest? Are there any ones? Even or odd? And what's the total of those? So let's start with this. Go here. This is an even number, so we know the sum of the numbers is odd. That means we either have 2 even numbers in the odd or 3 odd numbers. Let's check our ones here. Okay, we know we have 1, 1. So we know we have 1, 1. That doesn't help us a ton. But let's check this. I was hoping that would be true. Because if that was true, that would really start to solidify everything. So we know we have 1, 1. We don't know about our pairs yet. No, I need another round. Hold on. I think I did that one backwards. There we go. So that combo, like we can't have a 5, 5. Oh, I can't do anything with that quite yet. Because it could be a 5, 1, 3, let's say. Enter the code. So here is yellow the smallest. Yellow is not the smallest. So we know yellow's not 1. Let's check pairs or no pairs. There is a pair. So that tells us all the numbers have to be odd. Hold on. Does it? No, it doesn't. That still doesn't help me. My brain fried for a second there. And let's see. Ooh, not sure I'm going to get this one in time. Already did that one. Wow. Brain failed me there. I know that yellow's not the smallest. I got that. I already know this one. Already know this one. Let's check here. Do you equal 6? You do. So, to equal 6, we could either have a 3, 3 or 4, 2 or a 5, 1. Now, it would have to be the flipped 5, 1. So we're going to go, I need another round. Because I want to go 1, 5. And then 5. Actually, I think I know that that has to be the code. But we can verify that. Yep. So I'll pass. I should have solved it last round. I didn't think it through fully. That's the real puzzle of this game, is you're looking and go, I think I got it, I think I got it. Wait, it's wrong? 1, 5, 3. Oh, I was off on the pair. Wait. I was off on the pair because I clicked the wrong option. Alright. Let's try again. Got to be good at thinking through everything and making sure you click the right thing here. So I like to test this one out early. Let's see. Let's do that. It's odd? No, it is not odd. It is even. I'm not going to test this one right now. Let's check here. Is purple highest? It is not. 0, 1, or 3 even numbers. Double number. Let's check there. There's no double number. So, need another round. Also, we know that there's not 0 even numbers because we know there is 1. At least. So if I need another round here, four, two, two. No, I don't like that one though. I want to go no repetition here because this thing gives me a real check there that yes, there's no repetition. Let's check here. Is blue highest? It is not. And then let's check our 3s. There is 1, 3. So, we know there's 1, 3. There's no repetition. Blue is even, but not the highest number. We don't know if there's 1 or 2 odd numbers. So I got to take another round here. So yellow's our highest, which means that can be a 5 potentially, a 3, and a 4. Or a 2, 5, and a 3. 1, 3, check, 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 check. Confirm. I suspect the answer is going to be false here. So we know that there are 2 even numbers. I don't have to check anything more because I have this one solved. Do you have it solved? Let me know if you're playing along at home. I pass. Yes, I want to submit my answer. I know yellow's the highest number. That has to be a 4. I know blue because we need to have 2 even numbers. Blue is an even number, but it's less than, so it has to be 2. And we know that we have a 3 here. So 3, 2, 4, 3. Confirm. It is correct. Did I do it in time? No, we didn't beat the machine because the machine got it in 2 rounds and 6 questions. Now it says victory. It's not a victory so much. It's just a solo play. Let's try it again. See if I can get another victory, so to speak, here. And we might pop over to another game that we can play solo here in a second. Same setup. Let's see. I do like to test. Let's do this. Confirm. Ascending order. No, not ascending order. Let's do 2 even numbers. Check on 2 even numbers. Nice. And then are you less? You're not less than 6. I'll need another round here for sure. That was ascending. I know there are 2 even numbers. 3, 2. Confirm. Are you descending? No, so not in order. Let's check if blue is the largest. It is. And then let's check no repetition. There is not. All right. So I should be able to submit my answer off of this. I know the numbers don't go in order, which means that we're either going 4, 2, 3, because we know there are only 2 even numbers and blue is the biggest. So 4, 2, 3 could be 4, 1, 2. But it can't be 4, 1, 2 because that puts us below. And it can't be 4, 3, 4. So it has to be 4, 2, 3. Yes, I want to submit my answer of 4, 2, 3. Let's verify. It's wrong. Huh, what did I... 5, 2, 4. That's what I missed. I missed that I could go up to the 5 there. I was thinking I needed to use one of the 2 even numbers. One more check, one more number would have done the trick there. So, let's try again. I want to win again. Some of it is I'm trying not to make it take too long as I go here on so let's see, 3, ascending, descending. Let's go 4, 5, 4, 3. Confirm. Are you bigger? You are not bigger than 3. Do we have more odds than evens? We do have more odds than evens. Do I want to check descending? Or let's check this one. Alright, so that actually is pretty nice information there. Because now I know that, like, I'm fairly limited in options to create a number greater than 6. Because I need a 4, 3, a 5, 2, a 6, 1. So, like, here, 4, there's no 6. So, I can eliminate this because, or set this up this way. I also know that there are more odd numbers than even. Doesn't help me a ton right there yet. I need another round. So based off of this, though, I can look, and I'm looking to see what I want to test here. Actually, I can say with utmost confidence we don't have an ascending order. So more odd than evens. Let's Oh, wrong thing. Let's try 431. So the code 431 gives me more odds than evens. Check. It allows me to check that. Check. It verifies that. Check. Let's do that. So, are you 3? No. So you're not a 3, which means that we are down to a 5 and a 2. Because we know it's greater than 6. So we have our answers for this one. Now, it's just figuring out if we are in descending order. Because we also know that blue is going to be the highest. So, are we in descending order or not? We are not in descending order. So, we have more odds than evens. That would be considered descending. We know that this is the biggest of the numbers. So that tells us I can pass. Yes, I want to submit my answer. 5, 2, 3. Oh yeah, because we knew that that wasn't equal to 3. Did I get it? It is correct. I did it in 5. So I beat the machine. The machine got it in 2 rounds and 6 questions. I beat it just barely in 2 rounds and 5 questions. You know what? Let's bump it up here. Let's make it 6 verifiers. And I really want to get this game now in a physical copy because I want to have this wherever my office is going to be, to have it set up at the office desk and just have it be something I do every morning. The daily challenge. Get my brain into it. Alright, so even or odd, that's a good one to test. Actually, can I do... There we go. It's a touch smaller now. Let's do that. That gives me some interesting things to test here. Alright, I know that yellow is even. Almost did that wrong. Don't know which of the two it is. Well, but I can figure that out pretty quickly here. Potentially. Not potentially. Let's do this though. Are you less than 6? Okay, you are less than 6. That means I know this is a 2. We have to eliminate those. Now I can check to see if there's pairs or no pairs. Or I could check evens. I want to check pairs or no pairs here. I expected that to land that way. But that does give me useful information. Because now 1, 4, 2. Let's do that. Confirm. Because I can fairly safely, well, let's click here. We have 2 even numbers. All right, 2 even numbers, that actually tells me a lot because I need 2 even numbers. We don't have a pair. We don't have a 3 of a kind. So that means every number is distinctly unique. Let's check. Are we in no order? We are in no order. So this is going real well here for me, actually. because that means I can't go like that. Interesting. So I could do that, but there's no pairs, so I could do that. Let's see, does this pass the test? It does. So that means we have all the information we need to solve this puzzle at this point in time. So I'm going to be submitting my answer. I know there has to be a 1. I know there has to be... Ooh, that's tricky, though. There have to be 2 even numbers. Yellow is an even number. There is only one 1. There are no pairs. Do I have it right here? Because if I move... Because if I do 3, 2, 3, we have a pair. If I had to do 3, 2, 4, 3, 2, 4 works. Exactly 2 even... No, it doesn't work. There's no 1. So, 1, 2, 4 is ascending. 1, 2, 2 no, 1, 2, 2 doesn't work. Because no pairs. So 1, 4, 2. We have our 1. We have our 2 even numbers. We are less than 6. We have no pairs. Yellow is even. And it is not in order. That sounds right to me. So 1, 4, 2, the number we have in here, is our answer. You still have to punch it in again. 1, 4, 2. Verify. It is correct. We found it in the same number of rounds as the machine. You beat the machine. As long as you tie the machine, you beat the machine. And I will say that I absolutely love playing this with other people too. What can I change up here? Actually, I like this combo here. Let's start it solo again. I love playing against other people because you get to see what combo they created. And so even if they beat you, like, I don't feel bad about getting beat in this game because I get to see what they did off of their sheet and learn kind of some new strategy around it. And there's a lot to learn in this game. This is a game, honestly, with Turing Machine, I was kind of scared of playing it originally because there's just so much in terms of thought that goes into this game, and I was not sure that my brain was going to be able to work that way. It did, and I'm absolutely loving this game. All right, let's see, ascending, descending. Let's try that. Single 3 here, and odd. Okay, so I'm looking for, first off, that. Are you an odd number? Purple is an odd number. Is it ascending? It is not ascending. Purple can still be 5. But I just know it's not ascending. What's going to be the best question to ask here? If there's 1, 3, if the number is odd, or if this is less than 6. That one is useful-ish when I get narrowed down. Let's do this. Okay, I know it is not less than 6. Oh, and I forgot to say, yes, I do know the number is odd. I need another round here. So, I know it's not ascending. It's unlikely that this is a 5. Let's say it's a 3. Let's do 3, 2, 3. No, that was the wrong thing to do. Is this even? It is even. Okay, good. I can make this work. Is yellow the smallest number? It is not. Are the numbers... Okay, they are in no order. We have some information here. I don't have enough to solve it at this point. I definitely need another round. How many 3s are we going to have? 3, 4, 3. I know that that's not the smallest number. Let's do 2, 4, 3. Confirm. Is blue the smallest number? It is. So if blue's the smallest number, by the way, this cannot be the answer, then let's check this. And there's exactly 1, 3. All right, we have enough to solve it. Maybe at this point. Let's check here. This will tell us if it's 6 or not. It is not 6. Now we have enough to solve it. The question always is, could I have done it in one less? So I know the total has to be even. And I know that purple is odd. That means we have 2 odd numbers, one of them being a 3, and 1 even number. Blue is the smallest number on this. So I am thinking that blue is our 3. 3, 2, 3. I just want to make sure I checked 3, 2, 3 with D. Yep. So if blue is our smallest number is a 3, that puts yellow at a 5. That satisfies criteria E. If that is a 5, we need to have, so we have our 1, 3, we have our 5, and now we know that blue is the smallest, so we're looking at 3, 5, 4. Pretty sure that is going to be the answer here. All my logic has checked out in my head, but I'm also drinking an old-fashioned. 2, 5, 3. Oh, I see where I made my mistake. So, my mistake here, I knew this was odd. I put in 2, 5, or 3, 5, 4. That could not be the answer because I wasn't verifying that. Let's play again. It is definitely more of a challenge with 6. I always look at it, and I'll be wrapping up here probably after this game or the one after that. But you have to look through every criteria and say, does this number pass? And one thing I should do, you saw I click over here, sum. In a physical game, I think I would use it more. I also should, before I punch in my number and verify, I should go, does it pass? Does it pass? Does it pass? Does it pass? Alright, let's see. 5, 4, 4, 1. Confirm 5, 4, 1. Is there a 1? There is only 1 1. Perfect. Is blue greater than yellow? It is. I'm not even going to check this one yet. I don't need to. Could check this. I want to know if we're in descending order. We are not. So, because I know that 5 is greater, or that blue is greater. So we're looking to go up, down, up is how it works in my brain. I need another round. So let's do 4, 3, no. Let's do 4, 1, 4. Confirm. Are we less than 5? We are, or 6. We are not. Is there a pair? There is not. And because 4, 1, 4, we know that they're not equal. We know that it's not a triplicate. So I want to know, is this odd or even? So we're on odd right now. It is odd. I think I have enough to solve it right now. So we know there is 1, 1. We know it's not in descending order. We know there are no pairs and there is no triplicate. The number is odd. This one is larger. So blue is larger than yellow. We don't know what their total is, but we know that it's not in order. So we know we're going up, down, up. Because of that, we know that can't be... I mean, we're looking at... We know that this is a 1. We know that this is a 1. If we know that this is a 1, then we know that this has to be a 5, and that total would be 6. Because we need 1, 1. We don't have any pairs. So 5, 1. We know that's a 6. We know the total is odd. So we're looking at 1, 3, or 5 over here. Now there's no pairs, which means that we're looking at 5. So let's do what I said I was going to do. Start at the beginning here. Number 1's in the code. Check. We meet that. Blue greater than yellow. Check. We meet that. Odd total. 8, 9. Yep, we meet that. It's not less than 6. Check. We meet that. There are no pairs. Check. We meet that. And we know that it's not in order. Do we know? Because we know that it's not descending. So we know that it has to not be in order. That matches. Let's submit my answer. I feel solid on this one for sure. It is correct. 2 round 6 questions. We found it in 2 round 6 questions. We get what I consider the victory here. You beat the machine. Let's play one last time, and then I'm going to wrap up the stream. I think this is the first time I'm doing a standard game on hard difficulty with 6 verifiers. This is going to be interesting. I'm not confident in my ability. A specific color greater than less than 3. A specific color greater than 1. There's a sequence of ascending or descending numbers. Two numbers, 3. Oh, this is tricky. I want to start kind of hitting this, either this or this. Some of these, when they get to the more difficult, that combination right there hurts my brain a little bit. So let's go 2. No. no, I don't love that test. This is test a specific color is greater than 1. That means you have to have 2 1s in there. So screw it. Let's do it. Let's do 1, 1, 4. Confirm. Are you less? Okay, you're not less than 3. That, I mean, I have useful tests here. More odds than evens or evens than odds? More odds than evens. Okay, that's useful. It's useful. Because now we're starting to get limited here. Let's check purple. Purple is not greater than 3. So, more odds than evens. 5, 4, 5, 1, 2. Confirm. So more odds than evens, check. Let's check, see if this is, okay, it is greater than 3. I could check that here as well. But I want to check. I can't check this. Oh, that. Okay. Okay, no numbers are in sequence. So this is the down, up, down, or up, down, up. So this one really hurts my brain. I'm testing right now if yellow is the smallest. Actually, no, this is a useful test. If yellow is the smallest and blue is the largest. If this comes back true, all right, so, sorry, this is going to be a pain. I know now that yellow is the largest. I don't know if blue is the smallest, but I know that those two are wrong. So we're looking at a 4. Nice. 5. And we need more odds in a 3 or a 1. I need another round because I want to go 1, 1, 3. I only have one test I'm doing here because I know that blue is 4. I'm testing if purple is greater than 1. So I know that we have a 4. I know we have to go up. Do we have to go up? No, we don't. Oh no. Do I have another valid test here? Actually, I do. No. Do I? Yes, I do. I can click here. So, in this test, I know that purple is not the largest. I already knew that. Never mind. Pass. Let me think this through. Let's work this through. We know that blue equals 4. That means that the other two numbers are odd. So, we can eliminate, and we can eliminate, well, we can't eliminate. Yes, we can eliminate that. So we're looking at this, or we're looking at this. So I need one more test to check if blue as a 5 is greater than 1. Not blue, yellow. But I know yellow is the largest number, so we have it. Yes, I want to submit my answer. My answer is 4, 5, 3. I could have done that without the last click. I'm pretty sure. It's incorrect. No. What is it? 5, 3, 2. Huh? Hold on. Let's go back to the final situation. I guess I never checked. I checked C. 5, 3, 2. Or 5, 1, 2. Oh, I shouldn't have clicked that. That's where my issue is. Yep. If I had... Unfortunately, my last number wouldn't have helped me. So let's try this again. Standard classic hard 6. Let's drop it down here to 5. Standard classic hard 5. Here is going to be my last run through here. You're probably all furiously screaming at your screens, being like, come on, man, get it. That's my brain. 2. So let's do 5. I want to know if this is odd or even. Doesn't matter which. Oh boy. Blue is less than 4. Blue is equal to 4. Blue is greater than 4. The verifier verifies the number of ones. This is the one that I have so much trouble wrapping my brain around. You know what? Let's do this. Confirm. It is not less than 3. It is odd. So is purple the largest number? Largest or equal to number? It is not. I definitely need another round here. So I want to go there. I want to know if this is the largest number. I want to know... No. So if I'm checking either this for 5 or 3, so if I do 5 or 4 checks this. 5 or 4 probably checks this. Let's try this. Are you? So we know you're 3. Alright, so now this becomes an interesting... Actually, I don't want to check anything else right now. I know that yellow is 3. Actually, this will be a valid check here. It is not the largest number. So we know blue is the largest number. So blue is greater than 1. Check. We know this one is 3. Check. So, with that, blue has to either be 4 or 5. Or 3. Shoot. Because it's an equals as well. I'm going to pass here. Alright. Let me think. Do I have any additional information? 543, 543. That works. That works. It is odd, can't be 4 or 2. So we know this one's a 3. So we could be looking into 3, 3, 1. A 4, 3, 3. The number of one specific color compared to 4. A specific color compared to 1. That wording hurts my brain. We can check and see if purple is greater than 1. I need another round. 4. So, according to my brain, this checks that that is greater than 1. We already know everything else has to be. We know that has to be odd. We know that that one is 3. We know that this is tied for the biggest number. All right, let's try and figure this out. We got a check mark back. So, are we looking at a 3, 3, 3 here? My brain is burning because we know blue can be equal or greater than purple and yellow. They're all the same number that is equal or greater. We know that purple is odd. I don't know how to interpret this. The verifier verifies the number of one specific color compared to 4. So, it gave me a positive on this. If I look at it, the positive options here are blue is less than 4, yellow is less than 4. We know that to be true already. And purple is equal to 4. So, those are our options here, but we know that that can't all be true. I do have one last guess here. Let's do purple. No, I already did this. Purple is greater than 3 or 1 is true. So, but we go back here, we're looking at D. Blue has to be bigger than Hold on. Hold on. Let's work the brain here. So purple is bigger than 1. Check. We know that. Like, there's no options for anything. So we know yellow can't be 1. Blue can't be 1. So we are checking that a specific color here, we're checking specifically that purple is greater than 1. Because even though, like I said, this hurts my brain right here. I love it, but it hurts my brain a lot. The verifier replies that a specific color is greater than 1. So, reading how that says, that tells me that I'm only checking to see if one number is greater than 1. And that is purple. Purple has to be greater than 1. And it has to be odd. Alright, so if I go over to E, the number of one specific color compared to 4. Now, I think I'm probably testing against blue here. And I'm saying blue is less than 4. If that's true, then the number has to be 333. So let's check this out and see if my understanding of this card is right. It is correct. Okay. My understanding of that card is correct. Whatever the first non-4 number. And they got in one more question. So the machine got in one more question than I did. All right. You have had now enough of me actively hurting my brain. I love this game, though. Like, this is 100% a game that I know is going to be player specific, and that there are going to be a lot of people I play with who would not enjoy this game. But I really like it. I really like the puzzle of trying to figure it out. Now, I will say, as a game, it's a decent game. I think I wrote up my review on this. I think I rated it on BGA either a 7 or 8. I think I rated an 8. It's something I enjoy a lot. But as a daily brain teaser, I absolutely love this. This is a game that I could see playing less with other people, more with solo, though I do play a lot with other people online because it's good to play online. Like, I think it works well enough. They say, oh, this game is best real time. No, it's fine, not real time. It doesn't matter. Maybe the only reason it might matter is you might duplicate a problem. But how I go to tackle those problems is always going to be different. So there we have it. There you have kind of just my last little thoughts on Turing Machine. I really think this is a great brain teaser and a good game. So let me know your thoughts on Turing Machine down in the comment section below. Have you played it here on BGA? Let me know. And if you enjoyed this content, please give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Click that notification bell to know when I go live. We'll be back on Friday. At least that's the plan. At 9 p.m. Central Time for some more BG3. With that, thank you so much for watching. Check out the other content that I have here on the channel, the articles that I have up on nerdologist.com. And if you like Marvel and Marvel movies, TV shows, comics, things like that, check out the 10-Minute Marvel podcast. But with that, we will see you next time. And bottoms up.